Welcome back to my channel. I am Audrylin, Zerilda, KOMTERE, Nauses. Nauses for those who do not speak my tongue. Nauses is a combination of two syllables, no and sis. No is an anagram for Anu and sis for Isis. In the ancient times, we did not have vowels, so SS stands for Isis. You can research that. It is not a coincidence that Nauses is associated with the Gnostic belief. Gnostic has to do with knowledge, information, spiritual or truthful spiritual information. We are in the age of Aquarius, the age of information. I am the divine Aquarius, the water bearer. I am an Aquarius as well. And I am the empress of the throne of this earth, enthroned on the 9th of September 2023. Today I want to talk about how our divine teams are ready or are preparing the list, the names of beings or people who will be either restored back to their galactic families or restored back to earth as sentient beings that will work together and coexist with me and my people here on this earth. And the ones who want to be rehabilitated, those who opt to go for a rehabilitation to galactic and planetary spaces that can accommodate those who want to be rehabilitated into a realm where they can learn not to steal, not to kill, not to practice all those planetary crimes that they have committed here on this earth. Identity theft, lies, deceptions, and mind control that they have committed against sentient beings, humanity, and against the mothers and the fathers of the throne of this earth. Now, this was added the following day after the 3 options that I have given them. But the message is about 3, all of them, so you can listen on. The ones who decide that they do not want to be part of any of the suggested groups. The first one, to be restored back to their original galactic family. The ones who want to be restored back to the earth family. And the ones who need to go for rehabilitation. If they do not opt or choose any one of those options, they will be slated for destruction. They will be annihilated, because they do not want to coexist with any beings in different planets or galactic families in peace, in righteousness, and in justice, and in truth. How do you invade a space that belongs to a certain species or people or beings and take over, stealing, killing, and destroying, and not want to repent or want to be rehabilitated? They are slated for eternal damnation, destruction. I repeat, as the Empress of Planet Kai, Mother Earth, Gaia, this right now Earth, that beings on this Earth have 4 choices. First one, you choose by free will, because we don't force anybody to do anything. You choose by free will to be restored back to your galactic family, or you choose to repent so you can be restored back to earth with sentient beings and humanity, with the throne, with the true rulers of this earth. Number 3, you choose to be rehabilitated, depending on which galactic family or planetary family are willing to take you for restoration or for guidance and counseling and training you in truth, righteousness, and justice and love. And the 4th choice is your own. You choose not to repent and to be destroyed. So you have 4 choices. We do not force anybody. As the throne of the earth, I do not force anyone to choose to stay on earth. But if you choose to stay on earth, you will go by the divine, universal, and natural laws of this earth on which this earth was built, the foundation of this earth that was violated by these planetary criminals. So we do not force you to stay. You have 4 options to make before the time expires. So you have to make those choices individually. You must understand that you have been given, you have been equipped, empowered to resist the devils, to resist Satan, to resist the nefarious ones of their mind control, of their manipulation by speaking up. I've spoken so many times about how you can resist the evil ones, because the moment you keep quiet, you are good with them bullying you, blackmailing you, using you against innocent people, and especially using you against the throne of this earth. You will not be justified by saying, I did not have the power to overcome them. You have 4 choices to make now. Either you bow now before the true owners of this earth, or you bow later, but bow you will. I've said it numerous times in my videos. So you have those 4 choices. Time is running out. You don't have time. These beings have been challenging, and they continue to challenge my authority, the authority of the United Galactic Confederation of the Worlds, the United Council of Nibiru, the Council of Anunnaki. They continue to challenge our authority and divine covenants here on this earth. So you have 4 choices to make. Wherever you want to go, you will be free to go. But there will be a galactic clearance that I will talk about in the end. The galactic family, the council of the judges, and the divine team have taken note already, and they are busy. Divine scribes of Ptah, of thought, of the divine all of our galaxies. They are busy with different books of life at the moment. You are a book of life. You are not just a flesh body that is walking around. Every being, every soul being, every vessel, every spirit or divine being is accounted for on this earth. These beings who think they are walk-ins, they can just take over a vessel and they can escape judgment. They are deceiving themselves. Everything, every energetic thing, vibration and frequency is accounted for on this earth. Do not play games with the divine essence, with the true creators of the universes. So your body, you are a book of life. And at birth, every one of you have divine scribes and guides. One on your left and one on your right. You cannot get rid of them because they are divine. You cannot wish them away. You cannot black magic them away or white magic them away. They are with you until you breathe your last breath here on this earth. So they know exactly when you lose control of your body, for example, and an invader gets into your body, or a shapeshifter gets into your body. They know. They are taking record of everything. Remember, this 4-choice submission is for all beings on this earth. Those with souls and those without souls, whether you are NPC or a clone or an original being of any species. These options are for everyone on this earth. Whether you hear the message or not, we know that this message will not reach the whole so-called 8 billion people here on this earth. But the galactic family, the divine beings, they are already at work to get in contact with the true beings, the rightful beings that need to be saved. Because some of them just needed to be discarded with, because they don't belong here on this earth. Every created thing, entity, being or vessel is being represented in the Galactic Confederation of the Worlds, or the Council of Nibiru. Seen and unseen, known and unknown, everything, every species has a representation in the galactic family, so they know how to trace any kind of being here on this earth. So the divine team, the galactic family, they know how to deal with issues like this. They have fought many battles to free a planet, so Earth is not the first planet to be freed. They know how to deal with infiltrators, with invaders, with shapeshifters, nefarious or malicious ones, with those who are mind controlling. They know how to deal with parasites. They know how to deal with any kind of species and beings. So they have divine and galactic planetary experience. So don't worry about how many people will be reached and how much time you think about now as I'm speaking this message. And think about the judgment day. You have come in here into this earth by yourself. So you are alone. You alone are responsible and accountable for everything that you have done on this earth. Worry about yourself. Even those who don't know about this message, they know already they have been given conscience between what is right and wrong. They will have to account for that on the judgment day. So understand this. After I have been enthroned, I have said that things are now happening rapidly, and my instructions or requests or demands or commands are being carried out quicker, faster now. And on the 14th, I asked the divine team, when I said, those who want to go back to their galactic families, they are welcome. We will not hold them back here on Earth. You remember and you know already how many of you have been taught that you will be going to heaven. Yes, you have the right. You have a choice to go back to your galactic family. It is not the way they have been teaching you in the Bible, the heaven, that they have been teaching you. It's different galactic families, galaxies, constellations that you are coming from. But if you do not know which galaxy or which constellation you come from, where do you want to go to? I'm asking those of you who didn't take time to get to know yourself. The ones who didn't take time to get to know themselves. Because that was your first job and that was your first priority. Who you are and why you are here on this earth. Lifetime after lifetime, many of you think or take this earth experience or being here on this earth as a school, as your playground. If you take it as a school, you have never learned a lesson because you still continue in the same cycles of your wrongdoings, lifetime in and out. So what kind of a school do you think are you subscribing to? You think earth is your playground? It is not. You think earth is a prison? It is not. This is a home. This is home to sentient, righteous, just, and original beings of this earth. This is not a playground for anyone or a prison. This ends because I'm enthroned, because the nefarious planetary rulers lied to you. The true ruler is back and I am setting the record straight. Because I've always said the greatest challenge that has been given to earthlings is to know themselves. They don't take time. They would rather spend all day in somebody else's business. They will be in my life 24/7, watching me, remote viewing me, controlling, trying to control what is happening in my life or around my life as a human vessel, because we had to obey and adhere to the laws of nature and come in as a human vessel. Born through a womb, not infiltrating or invading the vessels of other sentient beings or ignorant beings. We had to be born again into a womb and through a womb space. And those who through ritualistic or forbidden magic spells and rituals try to get born again through my vessel, through whatever means and species they want to come through my vessel, it's too late for you. You had a chance long time ago to repent and to do the right thing. You will not be born again through my womb space. You all are under judgment now already. Anything coming out of my womb space at this time, as the ritual that you were performing on the 22nd of September, this early AM mornings, it is a failed one and it is under judgment. Because these performing forbidden magic spells and rituals, they are the ones who are gang stalking me, those who have my mind on a hive mind control device or parasitic entities. So they know exactly what is happening in my life. They know about everything that I declare and decree and record and talk about. So they try to do that ritual I will talk about in another video. So they cannot succeed. They will be punished. They cannot birth anything through me because they are under judgment. Back to the purpose of this video. I have mixed both the recordings of the 14th of September and today's, this 22nd of September, on the day that I'm uploading the video. So because I've made some minor edits or additional information that I have added and so on. So the messages that are in this video are from the 14th of September and today, the 22nd of September. So you are a book of life. Your angels, your divine scribes are ready to take record, or they have already taken record of all the things that you have done and things that you haven't done that you were supposed to do as you have signed up when you departed or when you separated from your galactic family and you said, this is what I'm going to do when I go to Earth. Those things you haven't done, everything is recorded on Earth. When you turned against them, against their mission, everything is written. Now you still have the freedom to go back to your galactic family, but you must align with their requirements, with their laws, and it's only you who can find out what their requirements and their laws are. You are the only one who must find out what their requirements and their laws are of how you can get back to them. Now you see what kind of a situation you put yourself in. If they do not accept you in heaven, because they have laws, they have divine laws. Not anybody can just decide to go back to heaven, go back to the galactic families. You have to meet a certain requirement, and most of you do not. So where does it place you? The second choice, or one of the other choices, which is you will have to bow before the throne of this earth, the true owner of this earth, the true family of this earth, the true rulers of this earth, whether you like them or not, or whether you accept them or not. You will bow before us when the day comes. So if you want to go back to your galactic family, you are free. We will open the doors because the divine scribes and the angels or your guardians have started taking record or making a list of everyone who wants to go home and those who want to be restored back. So that's the request I made. That's the proclamation I made. I said those who want to go back to their galactic families, they are welcome because it's their choice. It's freedom of choice. We do not violate the freedom of choice of a being. The galactic family can never impose their plan or their idea upon anybody. And now that they know that I am enthroned, I am the empress of this earth, I make that request, they have to abide by the request of the empress of this earth. And what I've said is, you are welcome to go back to your galaxies. Sao e Guduni, that's what we have called one of our sons here on earth. We said, you will follow one another out of our earth plane. So you must prepare yourself to go back to your galactic family. If not, you can choose to be restored back as a righteous, just, kind, loving earthling here on this earth that can coexist with me and my kind here on this earth, with my people, with sentient beings, without all the nonsense of corruption and all the nonsense that the nefarious ones have turned you into. We can clean, we can restore you. Even my vessel is corrupted right now. Because like I explained, with the corruption of the vessel that has been turned into den of robbers, through food, through waters and different things that we have taken in under slavery as human beings or as vessels in human flesh. So we all vessels here on earth will need the restoration. So when you choose to stay here on earth, you will bow before our throne of this earth. That means you will acknowledge that Audrylin is the empress of this earth with her divine partner, Father, and with her kings that will be the King of Kings and Kings, the true rulers of this earth. So prepare whether you want to go back to your galactic family or prepare to acknowledge who the true owners are of this earth. Or third option is for you to be destroyed with the planetary criminals, with the nefarious ones, with the invaders, with the identity thieves, the imposter rulers, the Illuminati, the fake, the false Illuminati, the deep state and all that, because they are slated for destruction and removal from my earth. Because they refuse to repent and because they do not want to be rehabilitated. And they do not have places to hide. They will not go to their 15-minute cities underground because they will get out again after a while and infiltrate, infest our world again with their wrongdoings and their parasitic mind control and all the nefarious acts that they have been committing. So they will not exist in any of our realms that connect them to our earth realm. So they also don't have a choice. If they don't want to go for rehabilitation, they will be totally destroyed. That is my declaration. I will not allow them to be anywhere near the earth realm, anywhere near the sentient beings realm, because it's your freedom. It's the freedom of choice. It's your will, your free will that you must exercise. We will not hold you back if you want to go back to your galactic family. But keep in mind the requirements that they have. You must now start contacting them to find out who they are so that they can take you back. You have taken all your life here on this earth for granted. Now the day of reckoning is coming. And you will have to answer to someone. You will either answer to me as the Empress of the Earth, or you will answer to your galactic family. But that judgment day is coming. Keep that in mind. So I just wanted to give you this, that the gathering of the galactic family's descendants here on Earth is in progress right now. And gathering of those who want to coexist with me and my people here on this earth is also in progress right now. As I said, the enthronement has already happened. The preparation of the thrones are already in progress. So are now the gathering of the galactic families and their descendants that want to go back with them, and the ones who want to be restored back on earth as righteous, just, kind, and loving beings. That is also in progress. If you are going to be destroyed, it was your choice. You cannot blame anybody else, because you ignored the guidance of your ancestors within your DNA. You ignored the guidance of your angels. You ignored the guidance of your higher self, your conscience. So what you have sown, that you will reap. The choice you will make, that's what you will get. Because we don't violate choices. We don't violate free will. We don't violate freedom of choice or freedom of the free will that we have given to beings throughout all galaxies and realms. But you will bear the consequences of whatever choice you make. Just understand and know that you will not escape. No one will escape this time. not even the nefarious ones. So please think about it very, very deep. If you haven't taken time to think about anything else, think about this. Think about this as a guidance, but also as a warning. Because the crowd that you are vibing right now are not even part of your galactic family. They are not even your species. How do you want to go back to the galaxy where the lions are, for example, and you are a dog? Or how do you want to go back to a galaxy where there are serpents and you are human? Think about that, human beings and ignorant beings. This is a choice that only belongs to one person, to an individual. Not a crowd, not to family members as a collective. You alone. Not your father, not your daughter, not your son, not your brother, not your wife, not your husband, not your friend, your colleague, not the crowd that you are feeling empowered to go against righteousness and justice, not your slave masters. It is your choice. And the divine is also in control, especially for those who are being bullied by these nefarious beings. We will save the innocent. We will save the innocent. And those who are repenting, we will save and restore you. So understand this message very clearly, because the time is coming. The day of reckoning is just around the corner. We are in the last seconds of the end times. Do not take this word and warning and guidance lightly. When I submitted this request to the Galactic Federations, and I went to nap in the afternoon, I already received a response from some of the galactic families. So, like I said, they are at work. They know each galactic family or species know how to reach their own. And they are having a census now. At this moment in Namibia, we have a census period. It is not a coincidence that they started with a census period now on the 18th of September. So census is now also going out all over the nations of the earth, the divine and galactic census of who's going home, who's staying, who wants to be rehabilitated, who wants to be restored, who wants to be destroyed. That is a divine and galactic census before we can totally free Earth from the rulership of these planetary criminals and infiltrators, invaders, and bullies.